now like to cross over to Mombasa, where the tourism summit is happening, and that is, I guess right now we are being told that the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism is, making his remarks before they can now get into the panel discussions. So would like to cross over to State House Mombasa, where our reporter John Juma is doing the coverage of that and will be giving us updates shortly.
Kenya shillings to support Kenya Tourism Board for promotion. I know we need more, but at least the doubling of the budget from 600 or 800 billion to 1.5 billion. Now it is the Kenya Tourism Board which they are now restructuring and be able to move forward to market. But you've seen the figures here. The figures are showing 2015 is a 19% decline from our best year of 2011. 2011, our best year in terms of arrivals and in terms of figures of revenue. You've seen the blue color. That is in the actual ones what we have received. In 2015 is 84.6 billion, and the projected one, according to the Vision 2030, we were supposed to have generated 300 billion. But the hiccup we got during the post-election violence of 2008, if you look at 2007, it was a good year for us, and that was a record year. And then we went in a slump because of the post-election violence. We picked up in 2011, 2012, and then we went down 2012, 2013, 13 because of the Westgate issue and all the other related issues. And now we are picking up again in 2016. You have seen the Jomo Kenyatta arrival, Jomo Kenyatta Airport arrivals, that the best year was 2011 at 1 million arrivals. This is the foreigners. And then 2015 is 672, a decline. But I want to give you the slide here for Mombasa Airport, which is the next slide. $262 in 1996. 1997, we had Likoni clashes, and that really fixed the tourism sector. We dropped from 262,000 to 137,000, a major drop. We raised a bit. Kikambala bombings came in, 159. We went to 2007 at 278,000 arrivals. And then post-election violence, we dropped to 116. And then we went up to 233,000 in 2011. And 2015, we dropped down to 75,000. And this has many reasons why. The factors are very clear. It's because of security. And the second thing is because of infrastructure and cleanliness of our cities. That has affected the tourism sector. The other thing we were looking is the market segment. We have also realized the market segment, we were relying mainly on the European market. In 2005, it was 57%. In 2015, it's 37%. 20% decline in the European market. But when you look at the African market, it was 19% in 2005. It's now 26% in 2015. So there's so much potential in the African market because of the spending power that is. The unfortunate thing, we have not invested in this market. And that's why the policy direction to the Kenya Tourism Board is to invest in the African market. Then there is the Americas, which has been very stable, from 11% in 2005 to 2015, 14%. And we have not even invested a lot of money in the American market. Comes the Asian market, which also has been stable from 10% to 14%. There's so much potential here with China coming in, but not only China, the Southeast Asia is highly potential. From Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, there is a lot of demand from that area. And then the Middle East. The Middle East is the one that has shown a lot of success. Today, UAE has been almost number 4 in our markets. And we have said we have not even done investment in marketing. What we have benefited is from 40 airlines or 40 flights coming into Nairobi weekly. That accessibility is very crucial. So the other reason is that if a destination is good and no airline accessibility, then it will not work. So airline accessibility and policies to allow more airlines to come in, that is crucial. And we need to invest in that sector. But also, the perception of this country. There's perception that we have.
It's not
Go back.
It's a guy called Francis Musila.
Go back. Go back again. No, go forward then.
Musila
Forward, forward.
Angelo Kihalanga will also be
Yes, here is what this the pyramid. You have seen who is resilient. Go back one slide. The pyramid here, who is resilient? The higher the ranking on the table, the more resilient the market to the shocks. So you can see the countries that are resilient: India, USA, UAE, and partly of Europe. And then you see the countries that are not resilient, very sensitive, reacts. UK, Belgium, France, Italy, including our neighbor Tanzania. Then we move to what is the perception of this country. The next slide. We did a survey and we found this is just a perception of Kenya. Terrorism, safety is key, insecurity, Al-Shabaab, Ebola, roads, all this, airport jam, yellow fever, mosquitoes, traffic. All these are perception that Kenya is like this. But when a client comes here and now leaves, and we did an exit survey. The next slide. Again, this is what they hear. Beautiful people, friendly, Africa in the natural form, potential, nice people, the climate, diversification. They use the word fantastic. They use the word exotic and lovely. Excellent. This is what, when they come here, and I want to salute all of you, the stakeholders, this is your result. After you serve the tourists, this is what the people feel after leaving this country. Then I give you here what has happened in the last January to June this year. Already we have an increase of 13.8%. Arrival at Jomo Kenyatta is 13.2, and Mombasa Airport is 13.8. So there is a steady increase of almost 14%. And then there is a 3% cross-border. I know it's not growing so far. I don't know why. We need to investigate why is it not growing cross-border. So there is a potential. I believe we can do a lot. And then the domestic market, a 56% increase in the domestic market. The problem is we are taking domestic market for granted. If we invest much more, all of us, both government and you, the private sector, by being innovative, I believe we can do a lot in this sector. Revenues, you have seen, in the first 6 months, we have received 46 billion, 47 billion Kenya shillings. Hopefully, by end of the year, we should clock 100 billion Kenya shillings. That will be almost $1 billion that we will receive as revenue. We'll break the record, but because of the exchange rate, you will see, that's why we are going to have that difference. Next, what has the government done since we came in the last 3 years? And more effective in the last 6 months. The most important thing is to make the country and the destination affordable. The private sector has raised this in the recovery program and report, the task force report led by the private sector again. Lucy Karume was the chair of that task force report. They gave us all the boxes we should tick, and we have ticked almost all the boxes. Waiver of children below 16 for visas, it has been ticked. Reduce the park entry fees, and I salute KWS. The DG is here, Kitili Mbathi. Reduce the park entry fees, and now VAT has been removed. The Parliament has passed a few in the process. People are saying, you said 1st of July, it has not been approved. When is it going to be approved? When budgets are read, they need through the parliamentary process, and now they have confirmed the bill, the finance bill, and now the president is going to sign in the next couple of weeks, and then it will be effected to be no VAT on park entry fees, not only to national parks, but all parks and reserves. We have private sanctuaries as well. And then the tour operators' commissions, the brokerage fees, and that also, VAT has been waived. Theme parks, to develop theme parks and amusement parks, that also VAT has been waived. And then service charge to our employees. You know, we have done about hoteliers, and we did not forget also the staff of the hotels, who when they receive tips and service charge, their 10% service charge, the VAT is on it. Now it has been removed for the employees of Kenya so that they can be able to have more disposable income. And then we know there is a lot of renovation going on. Renovation, we have duty exemption on all construction materials and renovations of the tourism sector. Only air conditions, which are more of high demand now, then VAT has been removed as well. But what should we do? I think there's a lot to be done. A tourism promotion and development fund is going to be created very soon.